Described it on Sunday as a big worry. You know more now. What's the latest?
Yeah, we know more now, and it's not looking good at all. But we need to review one more specialist, so probably we'll have the total information this afternoon.
Because obviously the player himself and his people will know probably more than you do, or at least as much as you do, about what it is. And the reports emerging from within the camp that it might be an ACL problem. Is that your understanding?
Yeah, I don't want to confirm anything again till we have the final report this afternoon, and I think it's the doctor's job to do that. But yeah, we were very worried straight away after the game, and we are very worried today.
So I don't want to be pessimist, but there's a chance it could be a season-ending injury.
Well, again, let's wait till this afternoon.
Any other players who've been injured who might be available for you tomorrow?
We have one more training session, and there are a few that can be close, but again, this afternoon we'll have the full info on the squad and who is available and who is not.
One of the ones who was nearest to being back, Calafiori, is he one of the ones who might be available?
Yeah, his thing is not too much, but again, we need another day or two. You play every 3 days, and 24 hours become really important because they are not long-term injuries on that case, for example. So we'll have more understanding this afternoon.
Jorginho looked to be going off with a bit of discomfort, is he?
He was cramping, honestly. We played extra time. Julian was exactly the same, so we had a few players struggling to finish the game.
But he's fine?
He's fine, yeah.
Okay. Obviously, with this injury to Jesus, potentially quite serious, does that change your thinking about the transfer window? I think you're asked about bringing in an out-and-out striker more often than Tyson Fury announces he's going to retire from boxing, but can I ask you again?
Yeah. But my answer doesn't change. My answer remains the same. We are actively looking in the market to improve the squad. And that's been since day one. We will be naive not to do that because it's an opportunity always to evolve the team, to improve the squad, and especially with the circumstances that we have. So yes, we are looking and we are trying, and let's see what we are able to do.
Because you said, I think you said after the game, it might have been, not what you meant, but you said it wasn't in your hands. What did you mean by that?
Well, you have to recruit a player. There are three parties, and you have to agree to that. And we have our limitations as well, like any other club. So we can do what we can do, and we plan our squad, and we have our limits to do what we want to do, and that's it. So the fact that I love a lot our players doesn't mean that we cannot think about improving. I'm not that stubborn, and we all want the same, that we use every opportunity to improve the squad daily, and when the market comes in, we can do that to make sure that we have the best resources and the best capacities to compete in the manner that we want.
Let's talk on the pitch, because a big game, the North London derby.
Yeah.
In London derbies in 2024, I think you played 11, unbeaten in all of them. Keep that record going with a win, hopefully, tomorrow.
Yeah, probably the nicest game of the season to watch and to play, certainly, because of the atmosphere, because what it means to our people, what it means to us. Everybody is involved in the game, so this is something that is in our hands. For example, it's and let's create the best atmosphere that we have played at the Emirates. That's an objective. That's something that we control. Players, staff, and all the supporters that turn up tomorrow. So this is something that we can do. So let's do it.
Something you can't control, and I hesitate to mention it because we don't want to give these idiots the oxygen of publicity, but there's been some beyond the pale social media activity towards one of your players since Sunday. How sad is it that this happens in football, that it should be a sport that we all enjoy?
It's incredible, honestly, and we really have to do something about it, because accepting that and hiding this, I think has terrible consequences, and it's something that we really have to eradicate from the game, because it's so cynical as well, and it's so dependent to a result of an action, and there is not any other street like this. When we play Ipswich, it was 27 of December at home. We win 1-0. Kai Havertz scores a goal, and the whole stadium after that is singing the Waka Waka. That's 20 days ago. Guys, what is the perspective? So we are all responsible, and all means you guys are responsible, everybody is responsible for the narrative, everybody is responsible for how we talk, and we cannot look somewhere else. that's a really serious matter, guys. And it affects him, and it affects me, it affects everybody that is in the industry in the way. And we can accept, and we say that's our job, yes, but there are certain limits, and the line has to be drawn. And we put a lot of attention on that about technology and what is next in football. The next in football might be that this is prohibited. It cannot happen. That's it. That's what we should aim for.
Well said, Mikel. Thank you. Good luck.
We'll go to Niv from the Premier League.
Hello.
You've been the Arsenal manager for 5 years. The amount of injuries you're dealing with this season, missing key players, is it the toughest to experience? And from your perspective, does it mean you try to be out there and be more creative with the style of play and try to find solutions?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, it's the most challenging period that we had, especially because we lost very, very important players in crucial moments. But I don't know, things happen for a reason in this life. We have to adapt with everything that happened. Still, look how the team performs. Okay, we didn't win the other day. But you have to go in a competition. Let's go out like this when you've been infinitely better than the opposition again. And on Wednesday we have another one. Probably the best timing to play because we know what it means, that game, for all of us. So let's face it, the circumstances are what they are. Let's embrace them and let's get the best out of that, because even with all that, look how the team plays.
I remember previously when I've asked you about Ange Postecoglou, you mentioned you have big respect for him, for the style of play, for his sticking for his principle. I can imagine this respect is even bigger now because he's dealing with injuries as well. He's being very, still being resilient and try to find solution and try to be competitive as well.
But that's our job, and it's very difficult to predict that those things are going to happen. But about how we react, again, this is something that is in our hands. You can feel sorry for yourself and start to find excuses, or face it. And I think Angie's done that, and last year I think they have some difficulties as well, and he dealt in the same way, so I really respect that.